All right. So, welcome back, first of all. And last week we talked about fear. And, right now we're kind of following this trend of basically like negativity. And to continue with this, today we're going to be talking about doubt. And doubt is something that everyone experiences, everyone goes through. It's not something that's like only youthful people or only elderly people feel. Like everybody has doubt, and so we're going to talk about a little bit about what the Bible says about doubt. So our first reading is James chapter 1 verse 6. It reads, "But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind." So this passage from James again is pretty powerful. James is a powerful book, and you know, I don't think a lot of people really know about like what is in the book of James because it's a shorter book, so it's maybe like often overlooked a little bit more. Um, but it's such a powerful book that we should all really look into and dive into. So here, James writes that when we have doubt, uh, that what we need to do is ask in faith. So having faith and trusting God is uh, pretty often it's pretty hard to have faith and stay trusting that God will provide for you. He will do good things for you. But sometimes we just need to stop. We just need to, stop what we're doing and just trust and have faith. Um, so it says that the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea, tossed by the wind. So this analogy that James uses, it describes that if we don't have faith, then our lives will become crazy, unpredictable, and oftentimes just harsh, like the sea. Um, so our second passage is going to be Mark chapter 11, verse 23, and it reads, "Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will come to pass, it will be done for him." So this passage is spoken by Jesus to the people. And he tells us here that anyone who does not have doubt will be able to accomplish great things. They will have greatness in their lives. Um, the way that Jesus describes it is that he says that if someone says to a mountain that you should be thrown into the sea, be taken up, thrown into the sea, that if they do not have doubt in their heart and they have faith, they are faithful, that the mountain will be thrown into the sea. Um, and Jesus spoke so much wisdom, and a lot of times I feel like some of the smaller stuff, like this, some of the smaller stuff is often just like overlooked, uh, mainly because again it's just so short and um, it's just like hard to find, I guess. It's like if you don't really know where to look for it, you're probably not going to find it unless you're just like reading through the book. Um, you know, yeah, we just need to have faith because a lot of times the small things is what make a difference. Obviously, the big things make a difference too, but a lot of the smaller acts, the smaller teachings have so much significance that people often just don't realize. Um, and then our last passage is going to be Romans chapter 14, verse 23. It reads, "But whoever has doubts is condemned if he eats, because the eating is not from faith. For whatever does not proceed from faith is sin." So Romans is a letter to the Romans, written by Paul. And, here Paul tells the Romans that if anyone has doubt, they are condemned if they eat. Now, I don't think that this is saying that, it's if you have doubt, then you're condemned if you literally eat food. Like, I don't think that's what it's saying. I think it's that if anyone who takes in things from the world and does things in the world, that if they have doubt when they're doing things, then they are condemned. And it says that anything that is not from faith is a sin. So that means that anything we do with doubts and without faith, we are sinning. And all we have to do is just have faith and do things without doubt, do things with faith, be faithful. So yeah, that's all we got for today's. It's another kind of short one, but again, like I said before, sometimes the smaller ones are what makes a big difference. And hope that this helps any of you guys out there. And yeah, just stay tuned for future videos.